Hello, welcome to today's MindSoulful Monday. Hi, it is the day after a really major tragedy, and I think a lot of us are still reeling from it, the Kobe Bryant crash and death. And so I wanted to get on today. Actually, to be honest, I actually didn't want to get on today. To be honest, I really didn't want to get on today. Thank you guys for you guys that are joining. This is truly rough. So I was honestly debating whether I was going to do a MindSoulful Monday because of, what I'm feeling right now as a result of everything. And I know what everyone else is feeling. And I never want to seem light. I never want to seem to take any of this very lightly. But yet, God was like, just get on and kind of share your heart and the tools and the things that I'm using in this moment as I process all that has happened. So with that as my heart and that as my intention, I'm really curious, how are you guys feeling today? For those of you that are new to me, hello, my name is Brooke-Sidney. I am a spiritual wellness coach and author coach, and I help people love themselves and the lives they're presently living. And for those souls that are being called to write a book, I am that person. I'm a ghostwriter, author, coach, and editor, as well as publishing consultant. And I help people tell their stories that help other people. So today is a rough day, and I would be lying if I said that there was anything right now that was weighing on my heart as heavy as everything that's gone on. Hello, Michael. Thank you for everyone that's watching. And I really, honestly, yesterday when I heard, I was pretty upset. But I woke up this morning with the feeling it even more, and I realized that I needed almost a strategy. And so, of course, I went into prayer for that strategy as to how to walk through the week, how to advise clients that are coming to me, how to answer questions that my son may have. All of these things, they're real and they're present. And so God gave me 5 things as I was in prayer this morning and last night to share both for myself as well as for other people. And so I thought I would get on. And I'm also really, I'm just really prayerful for everyone that is affected. I'm really in prayer for the families, for Vanessa and the other families. Like it just breaks my heart as a mama. It breaks my heart. So I know it's just brought up a lot of emotions. Hello, Janine. Hello, you guys that are watching. So I just wanted to share some of the things that God was helping me with and helping me process, and invited me to share with other people. And for people that they're like, well, they don't want to talk about this right now, or they don't want to be in the moment right now, I totally respect that. I'm sharing my own experience with it, and it would have felt disingenuous for me to talk about anything else other than what I am presently hearing from God and what I am presently working through. So again, I respect where everyone is right now. But as I took it to prayer, the one thing that I heard first was take a moment to be with your grief. So a lot of times when things like this happen, I mean, I had my aunt passed, who meant everything to me late November, right around Thanksgiving. And God even then had said to me, don't try to stuff it down or pass it off as, nothing, because we can get busy and we can just, move along in our lives. And with something like this, although it is theoretically outside of us, for many of us, it triggers something inside of us. And so, God was sharing with me to take a moment, literally, to be with their grief, to take a moment to feel whatever it is that we're feeling, to take a moment to, more importantly, bring it to God. Take all of our questions, all of our struggles, anything, take it to God, like take it in prayer. That is truly the key at any time. Like when we have questions, or especially when we're dealing with things like grief and sadness and shock, which I think a lot of people are in because of everything that's gone on. The number two thing, and this is really important to me, is to protect yourself, to protect your what we call like our eye gates, our eyes, our ear gates, and our subconscious, or our heart. And that's okay. Like I have had to limit my social media the past 24 hours almost. I've had to limit it. My television really hasn't gotten turned on, but yet all of the information is somehow getting through. And, I had someone say, do you want to see pictures or video of the crash? I'm like, no, I actually don't want to see that. I don't. And I am protecting my eye gates, and I'm protecting my ears, and I'm protecting my subconscious. And so I'm inviting you to take care of yourself during this period, because I was in the media. News is going to play these things over, and a lot of them are going to be beautiful tributes, but a lot of them are going to show things that sometimes I don't know, that leaves a long-lasting residue. I can remember 9/11. I was living in DC. That's home. I was living there and working, and I can remember the planes going in to the World Trade Towers, and then the Pentagon being on fire every day that I passed it, and I truly had nightmares. So I am very sensitive, and so I understand that, and so are a lot of us. We muscle through, and television, today and things, they're not that sensitive. And so for those of us that have sensitive souls, for our children, we want to make sure that we're protecting their ears, their eyes, and their hearts during difficult things like that, that we are providing some level of filter, especially for our kids at this time. So I'm really, really encouraging you to be guarded. I'm seeing people talking about, yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Janine. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, it does play down deep. It really does. I literally was having nightmares before, and I knew I had a friend that was in the Pentagon when it got hit. And I'm just saying, like, I remember the videos, and they were replaying in my mind. So when we have things of this level of, like, catastrophic levels, tragedy levels, I am really encouraging you to be sensitive, to be protective, guard your eye gates, your ear gates, your heart, your subconscious, because these things get in. I think that's another reason why God was like, get on and share this, because it's going to be more and more and more over the next couple of days, and even potentially weeks. Okay. So I'm going to leave that one there. The third thing I want to say is that prayer works. And so oftentimes, we're, as I said, kind of in the beginning, we're in the midst of what the heck just happened? Why is this happening? Whatever. And one of the tools and one of the most powerful weapons and resources that we always have is prayer. And so whether that prayer is for ourselves, which some of us may need, whether our prayer is for memories that it's activating, for loved ones that have also passed, or even that prayer is also directed at the families that are being affected, for Vanessa, for the other families, for the pilot, all of these people that were affected and their families, and everyone right now who is feeling loss and grief and sadness. Prayer works. And so I invite you to use that as a weapon, use it as a method of comfort, and use it as a method of power, because oftentimes we feel really powerless in moments like this. And so we're not. And prayer works. God is listening. God is at work. God is still in control. So I invite you to do that. I really do. And yeah, that's why I'm sharing. The fourth thing is, these incidents like this remind us that our life consists of moments. our life is in the moments. Our life is not in the past, and our life is not in the future. And I know that I talk about that a lot. I talk about um, being connected to God in the moments, that soulful mindfulness, being spirit led in the moments, right? Like really, truly anchoring ourselves in the moment and embracing it. And I think these type of incidents remind us that we have to live in our moments, and we have to be reflective, of course, about our life. And if we are not living our life full out, if we're not maximizing our moments, if we're not pursuing God's purpose for us, these are the moments that makes us reflect on it. So I'm encouraging you to embrace this moment and stay centered in it, stay centered in God. But also, if you want to know, like, what can this mean for me? Take it, of course, to God, but also reflect on, in this moment, how are you living your life? How are you living this? How are you living this precious life that God has given to you? The breath that you have right now. We're not called to wait until tomorrow to do something. We're called to do it right now. So I think that's my fourth point. And my last point is, and I think I wrote it on my message yesterday, is to really tell your loved ones that you love them all of the time, every day, every moment. Love is present everywhere all the time. And so we get caught up, right, in the everyday. We get caught up in all the multitude of things that we're doing. And, that's how sometimes we don't even spend enough time with God or with our families or whatever the case may be. But incidents like this, tragedies like this, remind us to, at every point, to share our love, to be with our loved ones as much as we can, and to tell them we love them. If there's people we want to forgive, if there's people that we want to, make sure they know our heart, there's never any time better than the present. So again, this was a challenging MindSoulful Monday. But as I was saying, for the people that got hurt in the beginning, that this is what's on my heart today. It would have felt disingenuous to talk about anything else. And we're prayerfully here together. And I wouldn't be real if I wasn't truly sharing the difficulty that I'm having with it, and how God is helping me through the process, because ultimately, that's what I share about anyway, is how God is working and still speaking and with us in each of these moments, the challenging ones as well as the beautiful ones. And I'm inviting you all to, it's just rough. So today I prayerfully shared from my heart 5 things that God is sharing with me as I am working through all of this and trying to make sense of it, on top of my aunt's death really recently. So I am with you. I'm with you in prayer. I'm with you in spirit. And I'd love to know how you guys are feeling and handling it as well. And that's it for today. So again, wishing you a blessed week. Prayers are with you. My prayers are with the families affected and all of us that are processing it. Have the best week that you can, and I will talk with you soon.